everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you an Ipsy unboxing for the month of May. Ipsy, if you don't know, is a monthly subscription box. The cost is $10 a month to get 4 or 5 sample items. I actually pay $12 a month because I don't get Ipsy every single month. I get Ipsy every other month, so I don't get too overwhelmed with all the stuff coming into my collection here. You'll notice that I have no makeup on my face today. That's because I'm going to attempt a bit of a try-on style today, using whatever it is that I get in my box, depending on what kind of items those are. A few, I guess, caveats is if it's a mascara, I'm not going to open up a new mascara. I like to have as few of those open as possible, so I can make my way through them and not have a whole bunch of them go bad. So if unboxings and things like that are things that you get a kick out of, go ahead and give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below, and feel free to give us any information on whether or not you like Ipsy or have tried it in the past. All right, with that, let's get into it. So here I have my beautiful light pink Ipsy bag. I have no idea what's going to be in this. I don't even know what the bag style is this month rather. Oh, so we have this very, very cute faux leather, like sunset, and they're light pink to this beautiful gold. Let's see what we have inside. We have the card. We'll put that aside for later. The first thing we have, so I'm really glad that I didn't put any foundation on because I don't usually get foundation, but I did, in fact, this time get a Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation in the shade Light Medium. I am not sure. I'm not sure how this is going to match my skin. Even when I'm purchasing my own foundations myself, I sometimes have a hard time like shade matching on the internet. We'll just give this a shot and I can let you know how it applies. Next item we have here is the Gold Faden MD Wake Up Call Overnight Regenerative Solution. This is a facial moisturizer for overnight. I'm curious. I don't have any moisturizer on now either, so even this is an overnight treatment, I'll probably throw it on my face. But just to give you an idea, that feels not quite as thick and moisturizing as I do like my moisturizers to feel. Give it a shot anyway, though. I'm not familiar with this brand. I've never tried anything like this, so I'm excited to give that a try. The next item we have is the Tarte H2O Gloss. Does this have a shade name on here? In Hang 10. A little cute little mini gloss. Nice size there. I love this shade teal. It's interestingly, you might be able to tell. So I am interested. This, I wonder how opaque. Let's get a little swatch here. That is a fairly opaque gloss, not very sheer. So, all right, I can definitely use that. Sounds like a plan. I have a couple of Tarte, like Tarteist lip paint type things. I've got a gold gloss, which if you stay tuned for another video after this one, that will come into play. Oh, I can't wait to use this. All right, this last item that I got is I guess it's New Body, N-I-U, New Body Pina Colada Sugar Lip Polish. I'm going to put this on my lips right now. Oh, the Pina Colada smell is not quite as strong as I might have been hoping. I was hoping for a little bit of like an early beach vibe. I know we're not even really in the try-on portion, but hey, this has to happen before my makeup does anyway. I haven't used a ton of sugar lip scrubs. Oh, it tastes really good. Gina, don't eat it. All right, so we have that on there now. Shortly, I will take it off. But soon, let's now that we've got, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gotta be something missing. Is there not? Oh, it's hiding in the bag. I got a new makeup brush today. All right, this is a lovely pink Farrah makeup brush. It is on the fluffier side. Absolutely can use this for some of my blending stuff. It actually is fairly compact, even though it's blendy and it's fluffy like this. It does have a good amount of bristles kind of densely packed in there, so it's probably good for placing product and then also blending the edges out. So we will use that today. You get to watch me use some of that. All right, so those are my 5 items. Not a whole lot for me to do try-on wise. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. That sugar lip scrub is pretty tasty, a little bit chemically. That's nice. And we'll get on with the rest of the video. All right, so I'm gonna take this Wake Up Call. I know it's an overnight solution. Yeah, so that might not be as thick as someone like me really wants. That moisturizer feels like it's practically already gone and sunk into my skin already. So I usually like something just a little bit more hydrating and slippery because I do typically need it. Yeah, but that's in there. All right, so we are going in with the Wander Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. So Nude Illusion would tell me that I expect this to be fairly light coverage because it should give the illusion of being nude, of having nude skin. And I prefer that. I'm not really a full coverage junkie myself. I tend to like your skin but better kind of scenario. That's actually a pretty nice shade match for me. All right, I'll take it. Well, let's blend that in before we go adding any more. Well, that blended really, really nicely, but it blended. Here, I'm gonna steal this to use the mirror in it. It did blend really nicely. So I want it to add just a little bit more. I think we'll try to build it up a little bit. See how it goes. That looks pretty well blended. My camera's not the best for this, but as you can see, like, it hasn't completely covered up, but like all my hyperpigmentation. But I'm fortunate to not have a lot of like acne scarring or anything like that. I'm just going to use up what I have on my hand because this is pretty light. I'm really fortunate in that way, so I'm okay with more of my natural skin kind of shining through. All right, lovely. I'll use this palette since I was using it for the mirror anyway. This is the Storybook Cosmetics Little Briar Rose palette. This is so pretty. I bought this because it went on sale. Because that's when I buy things. I really wanted, the Little Briar Rose one that really got my attention was, oh no, I'm telling you total lies. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I'm going to keep it fairly simple. So I think I'm going to go in with this mauve color spindle. Yeah, I see myself getting some use out of that. So, I feel like I'm reading this book. I wonder what happens in this next chapter. Alright, so that's some pretty pink. There's nothing on my eyeballs in there. Oh, that's really depressing that I can see how nice it looks in real life and you can't see anything. So I'm gonna use the same brush. So we'll just use this paper towel. Get that pigment off there. Yeah, we're just gonna go in with this deep mauve shade Grim. That definitely helps give a little bit more depth to that look though. So this is my first time doing makeup for you on camera. And something I feel the need to warn you about now is I tend to do similar shaped eye looks all the time. My eyes are partially hooded, which is kind of a pain to work with, and I don't have, so I've got this hood here to deal with, and I don't have a ton of space between my brow bone and my crease. Very little space to do more or less anything with, so I tend to stick with a gradient look just because that's the shape that I like to give my eye, and it's my face, so I guess that's how I'm gonna do. Because it's my face. I do try to experiment a little bit, but like anytime I've tried to do something really fun like a cut crease, I open my eye and the cut crease is non-existent, so it's hardly worth all the time and effort spent. I do like how this brush is placing the color down and then use it to also blend that color out a little bit. The shimmer is going to be, like I said, I want really simple, so we're just going to go with this Enchanted kind of champagne-y color here. And there we have that. Fantastic. Sometimes I do choose to do my eyes first. I knew I wasn't going to do anything terribly crazy today, so I didn't really care. I have not yet filmed, nor edited, of course, my Shop My Stash video, but I have already pulled all of the items because of how I do them, so I'm just going to grab from there anything that I don't already have on my face. I don't do Instagram makeup. I do. Gina likes to wear her makeup. But I use the Robert Welsh trademark method of my concealer. 2 little dots. I blend it out till I get the coverage I want here. I just kind of fill in under here. Same thing on this side. Use my ring finger, really gently pat, pat, pat. Just trying to add a little bit of brightness to that area, but it's okay if I've got to circle that. I will also always have fine lines and have these forehead wrinkles because I can't not do this. So you'll notice I put no powder to set my foundation. I have dry skin, and therefore I don't put powder on my face because I don't like the way it makes my skin look in real life. It probably will look really, really pretty in person, or sorry, probably really, really pretty on camera, where where the lights kind of smooth everything out and honestly wash everything out a little bit. But like for example, I am putting this blush on so you can see it, and it's really faint for you. It's much more blush than I'm used to, personally, right here. So what I do, because there's always a ton of product in here, and God knows I don't need to be dipping my brush, so I tap my brush, and then I come over into the cap, try to get rid of some of it. It still feels like there's a lot on there. And that first touch, wherever you put the brush is where the greatest amount of pigment is going to show up. So I don't really want that here. I want that to be here. And then I can more easily blend it into my hairline or blend it away or whatever it is that I have to do. For you, it doesn't look like too much. For me, it's a little much. So what I'm going to do to try to tone that down a little bit is just take the foundation brush that I had used before, no additional product. Just kind of blend that in a little bit more. All right, that'll do. All right, so I'm gonna use my e.l.f. bronzer palette. I think 1, 2, 3 of these are matte, and this one's a little bit shimmery, which is kind of fun. Yeah, let's go with the shimmery one. People are going, no shimmery bronzer. It's very subtle. A lot of people put a lot of bronzer up here. I, as you might be able to tell, don't have much forehead. A very, very low hairline, which makes, honestly, putting foundation over there a little bit of a challenge too. You know, when you put bronzer all the way up here on your forehead, you're essentially kind of shrinking the look of your forehead, and I don't really want to do that. So I'll do some across here to make it look like I might be a little bit sun-kissed. Kind of give the appearance that I spent more time than half an hour out in the sun today. Took a jog, it's rainy, it's fine. That's my own personal preference though. That's how I like to apply my brush, or my bronzer. But all these, you know, all of this placement is very specific to how you wear your own makeup, what your face shape is like. So you don't have to watch tutorials and go, oh, well, you know, Kathleen Lights and her little beautiful elven face puts her blush here. It's like, well, my face isn't shaped like Kathleen Lights, so I can't do all the things that she does, because it won't have the same effect on my face. I'm shaped very differently than she is. It's a little more on the subtle side, which I don't mind. I think it's a little bit fragranced. It smells like a little sweet. I mean, that's a pretty subtle look as far as beauty channels go, but that's okay. Alright, so this is my Ulta Beauty Gel Eyeliner in Majesty. It's a bit of a purpley color. I think I've always been a fan of the Falsies mascara, even though I'm not convinced that any mascara is really terribly different from most other mascaras. I once got the It Superhero Mascara sample in one of my subscription boxes, and the first time I used that, I was like, holy cow, oh my god, I love that. And I could not bring myself to purchase it again because it dried out so fast. I was like, yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money on a mascara if you're just gonna dry out. There's too many good drugstore mascaras for me to do that. Here we have our final look. Pretty subtle, pretty subdued. Again, that's kind of what I was going for today. And when the only things you get are, like, makeup wise, are a sheer foundation and a nude gloss, I feel like it kind of lends itself to that. So far, what do I have to think on first impressions? I don't know how much I'm honestly going to use this little lip scrub, but I enjoyed it for the 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever that I was using it. I'm sorry if I had gross pieces of sugar hanging off my lips. I can see myself using this maybe once in a while if I remember to. This Wonder Beauty Nude Illusion, I don't know how expensive it is, but this is one of the few products that I've gotten from Ipsy that I can actually see myself buying because it fits my makeup preferences so nicely. And I'm pretty sure they nailed it on the color. Like, I didn't put that on and go, oh, it's not right. So that's pretty nice. This Gold Fadden moisturizer, I'll continue using it. I'm not sure that it feels like it does much for my skin. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's not going to be detrimental to my skin, certainly. This brush, I can definitely see this going into my, like into my everyday makeup brush, like my little container here. But this is probably gonna make its way out there because I think this is pretty versatile and I liked it a lot. This gloss, I'm not a huge gloss person because like I just demonstrated there, my hair gets caught in gloss and God, I just find that super annoying. But it's not sticky at all. It has a nice slip to it. I like the opacity of it. I like the color. Usually I get nudes and they are so fair that it makes it look like I put whiteout or some combination of whiteout and concealer on my lips. And that's just not a thing that I like. This particular color I think is pretty flattering on me though. So I like this one. And the sheen of it is very, very pretty too. So I could probably not hate this and we'll give this, additional love. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. Get to understand a little more about what Ipsy is about. I'll put some information, I guess, about Ipsy below. I probably have a referral code. It's not any kind of affiliate, sponsor, or anything like that. It's just the same referral code that anyone who gets Ipsy gets. But if you do choose to use that and sign up, I think I get something? Maybe. Who knows? If you like unboxings and things like that, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you don't, that's okay too. I'm just really glad that you hung out with me today. If you do choose to stay and hang out for another video, I'm so happy to have you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye. All at the same time. What's going on here? Sun, almost like sunset, kind of, what should I say? Is this neutral light? I probably want warm light. It's on the, and this one is a little shimmery. Here, we'll cover that up. Can we cover it this way? Yeah. This has probably got hard pan because I've had really bad luck. There's pieces of sugar that I can feel all over my face. Do I feel like using a primer? Nah. Nah, I don't. Gina, your little 90s hair doodads there. You're getting in the way. Blend it out a little bit. I'm not used to talking and doing makeup at the same time, so don't be surprised if nothing always does anything in there. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. That doesn't look like there's anything on my eye. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a fun blush look today, but maybe not, because maybe I'll chicken out. So we're just gonna throw it on our face. In our face. We're gonna throw it in our face. Oh, I don't have any highlight. Is that a crime for me to not put highlight on? I guess it probably is. Probably is. It's a little more on the subtle side, which I don't mind. As I continue to pack it on my face. A little bit of my Cupid's bow. Where else do I want to highlight? Not my nose. My nose is big enough. I didn't do any eyeliner or mascara or nothing. Let's do it. It feels weird. I typically do a little bit up here, so I look like a caveman. Kidding. I've lost my train of thought. All right, so here we have the I feel so goofy. That looks different, right? It does.